One of the pivotal moments in my life as a guy was figuring out how to shave my beard and trim it proper, to keep a beard and maintain the beard without having to go to the barbershop. You know, the quarantine time has definitely been something that all guys have finally felt once they realized they couldn't cut their hair, they couldn't trim their beards. So knowing how to do this prior to the quarantine was such a huge thing for me. You know, these straight razors are incredible compared to these guys. You can't do anything with this except pretty much shave your entire beard. Don't even try to shape up your beard with this thing. So if you maintain a beard and you want to shape it up, you definitely do not want to use this. You need to use something like a straight razor. Not only is it gives you so much control, it's so much cheaper. We could talk about that in another video, but these guys are so costly, where this straight razor you barely spend any money throughout the whole year for shaving and trimming your beard. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I use the straight razor to shape up and line up my beard as if I walked out of the barbershop. So, you see, you get this scruff. If you're a guy and you actually maintain a beard, most guys get this scruff at the top, at the bottom, and you want to get rid of that to make it look good. You use these shavers, they're so costly, and you can't really get in the crevices. You can't line them up. You can't do anything with them. You got to get rid of those things. Now, what you need to use is a straight razor. They're so easy to use. You literally just pop it out, use these disposable razors, and just snap it right back in. They're super cheap and super inexpensive. You get straight shaving gel, and the shaving gel should be clear so that you can see what you're cutting because you want to line it up. Rub it all on your fingers and then massage it nice and comfortably in all the parts where you're going to shave, especially where you're going to line it up, particularly the top, the bottom, and this is where it really feels good. Go ahead and get in there. Get it in. Now, you want to let it, relax a little bit now. The idea is that it just gets in there, wets it up. It doesn't have to be super greasy and super wet. You just want to get it enough so that you can actually shave. Now, you grab your straight razor. You want to make sure you pull back your skin, and you want to angle the razor, and you want to go down in a stroke. And just feel it. You got to feel it. Feel it with your hand. Just feel. It feels so good to do this actually, because you can feel and you can hear the skin coming, then not the skin, but the hair coming off, and you can line it up, and you can line it up perfectly. Just go and play with it. Don't get scared if you cut yourself or bleed a little bit. If it's the beginning, it's possible. But beside that, it's gonna look pretty good once you get the hang of it. You literally just have to, the hair comes right off, and you can just put it right on a napkin. Again, make sure you're pulling back the skin. It's very important to pull back the skin so you have the leverage so that you can, cut, because you don't want the skin to kind of get, crevices, and then you risk cutting yourself. But you can see here, you're lining it up, and you can see the line as you're shaping it up here. And the thicker the beard, the more you'll see the line. And angle it however you want. Some people go for the curve, some people go for an L shape. You could go ahead and get into the top of your mustache. These are things you can't do with a regular old razor. And I'm just struggling a little bit here because I'm showing it and I can't see, the mirror up close because I'm showing it on camera. But generally, I'll take my time with this. But I'm trying to just get through the process I can show you. Now I'm gonna go to the other side and then go ahead and start, going. In this case, I go against the grain. So you choose your own style. Some people say go with the grain, go against the grain. It all depends on how you feel. Just feel your skin, feel out what's the best way to do it, and just do it. On one side, I find going with the grain is good. On the other side, I find going against the grain works, because people's hair grows in different direction on their face. So don't be scared to do that. Now with this, look at this. You got a good lineup. Now you can spend a lot of time here. You can line it up more. The thicker your beard, the sharper the line's gonna be. But for the sake of the tutorial, I just wanted to show you, what it looks like. You could spend some time here. Generally, I'll take some time here and kind of make sure, getting it nice and perfect. So there you have it. You get your beautiful cheeks showing right through. Now I go on. I like to do this because this is what you get at the barbershop. Now you can't do this with a shaver, with a disposable, you know, those razors, those shavers. I mean, this is where you can really line up. And if you're gonna grow a goatee, this works really well. So look at the difference between the sides. You get that scruff out. You make it sharp. And this is the thing. This is the part that really makes a lineup look really good. Is get into these areas that a lot of people skip, because you could really angle the beard and make it look pretty sharp. And it's all up to you how, you know, aggressive you want to get with the sharpness. I like to keep it pretty tight. Now another thing you can do here is line it up, clean up from the mustache. Now I'm gonna go straight to the neck, and here the gel started to get a little dry, so I had to put on some more gel, right, as you're waiting for that. So go ahead and, you know, get some generous gel on. And look at this, it's pretty smooth. You could go take it easy, but again, you got a really close shave and you go right through. Now, some people have sensitive parts. Now, this area of my face is of my neck is pretty sensitive. So I take my time here and I go really slow, because sensitive areas, you know, you can risk cutting. Now here, I just start to make a nice shape, and you can go in from under the ear to line it up. And this is where you want to focus on this part, because this is what makes the jawline. I like to go up pretty high. If you have a sharp jawline, you don't have to go up pretty high. But because my jawline is not as exposed, you're creating the line and the appearance of the jawline with the angle of the beard. You could play with this, you go up, you could go lower. That's all up to you. But take your time here and just pull the skin back. And again, focus on where you want that sharpness. Look at this, here we are, we're done. Look at the difference between the left and the right. And there you have it, guys, the straight razor. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some after shave gel. I love this, I get this from the body shop personally. And rub it in, you know, nice, and massage it. It feels so good, it smells so good. So I don't use the alcohol, I use these nice, you know, aftershave gels that have really good scents to them. And I really take my time here. And that feeling is so good after the shave. Now, if you do bleed a little bit, which is inevitable, no problem. Get some Vaseline, rub it a little bit apart in the areas where you're bleeding, and you'll see it goes away pretty quick, and it stops the bleeding. So no worries there, and don't be scared if that happens. There you have it, guys. Do yourself a service. Please go ahead and get a straight razor. They're super cheap. And you could shave over and over, and every single time you get a clean shave, because the razor, you could throw it out at every single shave, after every shave, and you get a new one. And they're super cheap. They come with like packs of 100. As a guy, do this and enjoy, especially during the quarantine. If you have any questions, please go ahead and comment below and let me know what you think of these things. Now, go ahead and definitely, these guys, get rid of them. See you guys in the next video.